Wonder Titan powers activate. Form of Attack Titan.
Form of Beast Titan.
Form of Founding Titan. Bitches. Just kidding.
Slap fight. That'll probably be the wussiest pair of Titans I've ever seen.
Reset, guys. Touch.
Aww.
No, I love that idea, though.
Oh.
What kind of memories?
I
I don't know.
Future,
Hopefully some good
past,
memories, because...
somewhere in between.
Yeah, so welcome back, everyone. Guess what we're doing today? We're watching
Attack
Attack
on
on Titan. We're watching the finale episode of Season 3. 22. Episode 22, 322.
That means shit's gonna happen.
Yeah, and it seems like
not be explained.
Everything is connected. No, they do a good job, I think, at explaining a lot. And the funny thing is, not funny, but the shocking thing is we have all these theories, and then in one episode we'll just get a ton of information. And it's not like other shows where when you have a big reveal, it's usually right in your face. As a shock, where here, like early on with Bernhold and Reiner discussing on the wall to Eren, in the background when we're in a different discussion. Oh, by the way, where's so-and-so? I'm the Armored Titan.
And we're just like,
the Colossal
what?
Titan. And you have to actually listen
What
to
do you
both
say?
conversations, because that wasn't a main conversation. So it's subtle on how you are revealed certain things. And I'm just like, what? Yeah, so.
Yes.
Very intriguing show. And holy crap, like... So many people have suffered, and with Eren now, with a lot of the characters, but I just feel so bad for that guy, because, like, he's so
Pressure's
young,
on.
and he's just, he's given these powers, he's forced to have these powers by his father, eats his father, and then just relives his memories, and I'm happy that he knows a lot more now beyond the walls, but...
Mm-hmm. And he's sharing a lot of it. And he's only 15.
Mm-hmm. I know, now that we're like, we heard that last
That was
episode
mind-blowing
again.
alone.
We're like, what? Like, that's crazy. So,
15,
yeah.
He's got 8 years left to live.
Cosmic energy. So here,
Phenomenal cosmic powers.
the owl talking to Grisha mentioned Armin and Mikasa, and it was like, oh, I don't know why I said that. So that's weird.
Yeah.
Everything is connected. There is no time.
Future.
It's
There's
the
future.
fourth
TVA.
dimension.
Oh.
Yeah, the TVA, right? So we're going to be watching on Crunchyroll today, like we always do. You guys ready?
Ready.
Sure.
The finale. So this is episode 322 on Crunchyroll. It is 3:59. Is he really asking that question, or is he like
I think so.
contemplating that?
I think he's contemplating
so.
it. I don't think it's a question.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Make a big ship.
But
Really know how to, but I've never really seen water before like that.
I know. How are they going to do it?
if we kill all our enemies.
We can make a Titan raft.
Yeah. So I know there's a cutscene, so we're just gonna watch the ending credits and see. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like that statement because I don't know if he's just saying it as in like, do we have to kill all our enemies to be free, or is he making a statement, kind of thing? Like, oh, we have to kill
kind of making
everyone.
a statement.
Mm-hmm. I think
Not necessarily everyone, just their enemies.
Mm-hmm. Then they can truly feel comfortable.
Yeah, jeez. I mean, they've really come so far to retake Wall Maria and people moving back into their homes. Oh, is that it? He's holding
He
the
still
shell?
had the shell. That's a symbol.
He's going to sell seashells by the seashore.
It's going to make a big ship looking like a shell.
Yeah. Wow, so...
Armin saw the sea.
Yeah, that was sweet. I really like that ending with them being so happy seeing the sea for the first time and realizing, like, Armin's heard of it and he's always wanted to be there, but for everyone to physically see it and how beautiful and vast it is.
Well, yeah,
like,
just
that
to
was
hear
actually
about it and
just
nobody's
Have pleasure.
ever seen it.
Yeah, and just
Well, yeah,
play
I mean,
around.
to them it's just a myth, because nobody's ever seen it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But to actually see it and actually step in it and to take something out of it.
Right. And have
Yeah.
to feel it and to play and to actually just have some joy even for a moment it's huge for them. We've never seen them really have
I
pure
was saying, when
joy
was the last time we saw them
altogether.
smile?
It's a big, beautiful world out there, and they had no idea. And here, like, the waves on the beach, like, that's new, actually having current in the water and salty water, and then all the creatures, like, we don't even know how many creatures are in the water.
They didn't get
Don't touch
bombarded by
it, it's
seagulls yet.
poisonous.
Yeah. So, what do you think about Eren's last comment there when he has been acting very different and very numb. Like, he's very removed from everything, and I know he's most likely very exhausted too, but I'm taking it more as, he's exhausted but just kind of numb and seeing things very differently than he did before.
I think it's like, I know he knows this is a big step in the right direction to see the sea and everything, but I think he can't feel comfort knowing what's on the other side of it.
Right, and he has his own, thought process, presently, but he also has his father's memories.
Yeah, so he's
that is like, okay, well, we have to go farther. I'm taking it as he has to go farther and try to get more enemies.
Yeah, and he's technically the only one who's actually seen what's on the other side in some form or another.
With Eldia and Marley and how they've always been at war with each other, and like what really makes it right, because the Eldians at one point, they were the supreme power and they just killed everyone else, and then when the Marleys actually took over, and now like here where we saw in Grisha's memories how they are tyrants and just like murdering Eldians, they go back and forth a lot, just killing each other all the time. And now that Eren sees what his father actually went through, he's starting to see things in another light. And when he just made that statement, like it was a question, but I think it was more of a statement, when he pointed over the sea and said, well, we have to kill all the enemies over there to be free. And that makes me feel like he's starting to realize that, kind of like the Eldians going against the other people, that he has to kill everyone in order to be free. So that quote just made me a little nervous. But I don't know.
I'm still kind of curious as to where does the Beast Titan fall in all this?
Well, we know he's Zeke. We know he's the half brother of Eren, because Eren had all those dreams, those memories too. So he connected the dots there. Right,
but why is he an enemy? Is he on the Marley side, or is he still like a third party having his own battle?
His own agenda.
He might have his own agenda. I mean, he did go against his father, before when he was younger and sent him to paradise, So I think he has his own agenda. He's trying to get to Eren, So I think he's just doing his own thing, trying to get Eren for some reason.
Yeah, he wants
Eren
to
has a lot of
have
power.
him join him, yeah.
Hopefully not eat him and get all the power.
With him, yeah.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
I think for some reason, I know they're brothers too, but and Zeke knows that, and that's why he's going after him. But I don't think he wants to eat him. I think he might eventually, but
I think he does.
Yeah, maybe he just does, because that's how it's been, right? Like this
Join me
over
or
and
die
over
kind
again.
Of thing.
Yeah. So this cycle has just been going over and over. But I don't know. So I'm a little uneasy about. I'm happy they found the sea, but I'm uneasy with Eren's comments. So we'll see where that goes. And I just don't like how he's acting. He's so numb and removed. Like,
he is. Time. I mean, they're passing through paradise. They're seeing the wall. He's seeing the wall. He's telling, the memory of his father being on the wall and paradise. So I mean, it's just very moving to him, for him, and for them to have that moment of peace and looking over and saying, if we want to keep this, we have to continue. That's how I took it as.
Well, yeah, and don't forget, too, the rest of the group, they've only heard about this place. They haven't seen it like Eren has. Mm-hmm. So he's more connected to it than anybody else is. So to them, it's just a place they haven't been to yet, where Eren has memories of what's happened here, what dark things have gone on. And, so I think that's why he's a lot more colder, because he knows that the people who are responsible for this are here. Mm-hmm. So,
and he's been showing a little emotion, but Eren for the last couple episodes has been very removed. Like, he's been very numb for the most part. A couple outbursts, but nothing major. And so even though he had, a full understanding and had memories that he saw, like he was there already of this place, like he has no human reaction anymore. It's just like he's numb to everything.
I think he's starting to realize that everything that they've pursued, everything that they've gone through, everything that has happened is all leading up to this point.
Right. It's a journey. They haven't finished.
Right.
Their
I mean,
quest.
every time they've encountered a Titan, they learn something new, and now they're coming to a head where, okay, this is kind of like where things started. This is where all the grief started coming about, where all the war, I guess you want to say, is really took place.
Mm-hmm.
And also, we've seen like introductions of sea creatures, too. So to me, it seems like we are going to venture across the sea with them. They are going to pursue it because we saw some sea creatures too.
Did we?
Yeah, like those. Like we saw some sea creatures. I don't know what season it was, but we saw in the intro we saw some other creatures as well.
Oh, you mean like when they were showing like the dinosaurs and stuff like
so
that?
I'm wondering if they're going to be sea creatures as well that are going to be merging with the Titans. I don't know.
I think that was just showing like evolution or something, right?
Okay.
Or maybe I don't know.
That would
I'm
be a
thinking,
cool twist, though.
I don't
Yeah,
think
right?
it's more like evolution. I think I said it a long time ago that every living creature is connected in some way.
Yeah.
Remember how they were focusing on the heart for a while?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that has something to do with like an origin story or something.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Yeah, because that was a cool intro too, and I always
Attack on Titan, 20,000 AD.
I know we've been around forever, and we did see that Titan that was in the ground and it was docile, wasn't moving at all,
Right.
and they just left it be.
That kind of made me feel like what Ymir went through.
Mm-hmm.
Just a lost Titan, and it just kind of just fell to wherever it fell and doesn't know what to
It's
do.
like
so
a
it's gonna
dormant
sit there for a
state
long
right
time.
now. Yeah.
And it is sad because he was sent to paradise, he or she, or a baby, whoever it was, because they did children too. Mm-hmm. So here this person was sent to their doom in a terrible way, and they can't help themselves. So,
the way the physique of the Titan kind of looked like it could have been a child.
That's what I was thinking too, because of the small legs and stuff.
Well, you got the really protruding spine. You got the really small legs and the small everything was smaller on the lower side.
Yeah, but
Right.
sometimes we see really bizarre. I mean, look how different Ymir was. Like she even looked more male than female.
But she looked developed, only shorter, and obviously a male
huge
versus
head.
Yeah, but this one actually looked kind of deformed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they all
I mean,
look,
you see some ugly Titans, but you don't actually see them deformed unless there's a reason why.
maybe
The last time you saw someone deformed was with that village where they saw a Titan on top of the house.
Connie's mom.
Connie's mom.
Probably Connie's mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was
So-
Connie's mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And it was we've seen a few like that too, but we don't know the history on like who they were before that, so they could have been kids or something.
Mm-hmm.
But here we saw Eren, like they were all surrounding it, probably talking about let's kill it, because even Flock was freaking out that they didn't kill it. And Eren just touched it, like he pitied it, like he felt bad for it. And I get it, because again, that person was sent to their doom.
Yeah, and he said he's
he let it
also
live.
a patriot.
And see, I kind of feel bad for Flock because, to me, I think he's gone through the most trauma. I mean, I feel like our main cast is more mentally prepared for it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's kind of, he was calling himself fodder, that, he was thrown into this thing and he was just fodder and stuff like that. But he survived when a lot of people around him did not. So he saw a lot of carnage in one shot.
Yeah.
And he's not used to it like, Levi is, or even Eren is, or, Mikasa. So I feel kind of bad for him. So, I know he's kind of rough on the edges right now, but I think there's a pretty good reason for it.
Yeah, and I don't like how he responds, but I totally agree there, because I don't think he's wrong at all. And I don't like him yelling at Armin like it wasn't his decision. He agrees that he shouldn't have been the one chosen. Mm-hmm. But, either way, it's a hard decision to make. And Armin, as our fans are also telling us, which we agree, is that he has hope for the future. He's seeing beyond just a specific goal, So he, again, like I think either choice would have been great, but it's just terrible. And unfortunately now Armin's going to have to hear this, because a lot of people do think like Flock does.
Yeah, and he's saying so many other people feel the way I do. But like Eren said, you don't even know Armin. You don't know him.
But again, both sides are not wrong. So,
and I do see how he feels bitter about being pulled into this because he was wrongly told, how wonderful it's going to be being in the army, being a scout. So I think, him being wrongly pulled into this, that he's just so bitter about the whole thing. And he's like, we have to tell the truth. Someone has to tell the truth.
But I mean, I get that too, but it's like, telling the truth. I mean, from what perspective though? I mean,
right.
That's the thing. It's like I'm sure they're saying that you're going to do great for humanity. You're going to, help us, break through this, this horrible time, and we're gonna survive. And what are you going to say? There's a 90% chance you're going to die. I mean.
Mm-hmm. You're not going to get many recruits.
I know. I'm saying that's the truth, but in a different light. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think Fleck's trying to say like you got to tell them the gruesome truth. Not really looking for the big picture as to what we're trying to accomplish here. And even if they did pick Irvin over Armin, somebody's going to disagree with that decision. Mm-hmm. And, we have Mikasa and Eren who would disagree with that right away.
Mikasa actually, when Levi was deciding who to save, Mikasa, as upset as she was, because she loves her friends so much, but she actually, remember, she stood down. And she, like Flock was even saying that at one point you got it, you gave up. And she did kind of give up there, but she understood that.
I don't think she gave up. I think she kind of realized that. I think she realized that, either choice would have been correct. To have Irvin back would have been.
Mm-hmm. I don't see it as giving up, but that's how he stated it because he's angry. Mm-hmm. But she did kind of let it go. Yeah, because
he was angry at the time too because of that decision was being made. So I think he took it as her giving up. Mm-hmm. But
yeah, I really like this for how complicated it is. Like, there's a lot of things weighed.
As unsure Flock is about, everything going on right now, I think he's an important character to have around because he's showing the rest of the group a different
yes,
viewpoint.
He's not just going on the bandwagon. He's not going with everyone else's view. He's telling them his own point of view, and that's how he truly feels, and that's a good thing. And like Armin said, that he agrees. He goes, "We have to so bad for Armin,
but it's not his fault. He agrees."
Well, I know, but at least they're seeing like the gruesome truth versus just the truth that of what they want to accomplish. They see the actual gruesome truth, so they get in both these viewpoints.
Yes, that's good.
And they can hopefully go take a path down the middle.
Right, and him even talking to Hitch and telling her, how about Marley and, or Marlo, and it was the truth. He felt he had to tell her, and it hurt, but he had to say it.
And maybe he did regret it the last second. It kind of looked like he might have, but it's the hard, ugly truth. But if somebody needs to show that point of view, because otherwise you get kind of lost. You get kind of lost in that one focus.
Yeah, tunnel vision. Yeah.
You forget about the rest of the reality.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Star Wars in a way where, you have the Jedi and you have the Empire, but they both have their own perspective from different points of view. Yeah, for us, the Empire is more evil, but they're both trying to accomplish peace in the galaxy. Mm-hmm. It's just one's doing it a more aggressive way, one's trying to do it a more equal way. Mm-hmm. So
there's always a lot of gray area somewhere,
Yes.
And then with Eren kissing Historia's hand and getting a lot more information, I thought like they would both get the information. But yeah, so I wonder if he's going to pursue that more with her to get more knowledge to control the Founding Titan.
I think Eren can now become a psychic, and he can have his own little booth.
Yes, a little booth. So forget everything else.
Booth.
Can you imagine?
Kissing booth.
Put your hand in here,
but just like
kiss it.
No emotion. Poor
Could
guy.
you wash your hand?
Could you wash your hand? So, anywho, guys, can't wait to watch season 4. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you very soon, as always. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Don't kiss strangers' hands.